maajabu na siwezi kueleza. Okay, guys, I have Dr. Monica Kangethe tonight. She's joining me from Kansas City. Let's see here. She's just gonna join me any second from now. Dr. Monica, when you see that message, let me know so we can get started. Is on flex. Is on flick. Ah, boy, ceremony. Yeah. So I'm waiting for Dr. Monica Kangethe from Kansas City. She's just gonna join me in a minute from now. I sent an invite to her. So I'm waiting for her to join me anytime from now. For those who doesn't know, Dr. Monica Kangethe, she's based in Kansas City. She was a former president of Queen's Night. So I'm waiting to hear from her inspiring journey. And we're waiting to hear from Dr. Monica Kangethe from Kansas City. Once she get on the broadcast, we're gonna get started. Dr. Monica, hey, Mary Kim niaje? Yeah, join the broadcast. Asante sana. I see Dr. Monica here. They receive an invite to join you. Okay, I'm inviting Dr. And there she is. Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, George. How are you? Oh my gosh, it gave me trouble.
You did it, right?
For a second. Yes.
Yeah, easy vitu ufanyika, easy camera, whatever, like rotate and all that. But it's all good. It's good to see you, Dr. Monica. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And yourself? It's a pleasure.
I'm good. How is Pastor Ben and the kids?
They're doing very well. He's good. He's doing very well here in Kansas.
Oh, msalimie sana.
Nitamsalimia.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait for like a few more minutes so people they can join.
Yes.
If you wanna give shout out to somebody who might be watching, somebody who knows you there, give shout outs. You know Elizabeth Kangethe. You know
I know Elizabeth. I know Elizabeth Kangethe, the mayor in London.
Yeah, tumetoka naye the same place. She's from my place in
Is that right?
Michael. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. And Ida is my
Lawrence.
Yeah, Ida Lawrence
Kansas,
is
right?
a member of my church and a wonderful.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, that's good. Yeah.
Susan Hinga, all the way in Arizona. Yeah, I think I saw.
Yeah, that's good. Let's give for a few more minutes until we get some, the forum to join these broadcast. For those who doesn't, this is Dr. Monica Kangethe. She's based in Kansas City, in Overland Park, to be exact, right?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, Overland Park. Dr. Pastor Kangethe, with her husband, she's a pastor at Gospel Outreach Center in Lenexa. I'm not going to tell you, like, we're going to wait to hear from her, her inspiring journey as a Queen's Night president. So I think we have like a good forum, Dr. Monica here. So why don't we get started here? I'll have you first introduce yourself to the viewers, please.
Okay, thank you so much for having me. I am Dr. Pastor Monica Kangethe, and I'm born
Yeah.
again. I love the Lord. I am married to Pastor Ben, and we together have been blessed with 3 children, 2 girls and 1 boy. And I am a nurse at an assisted living facility working with the elderly, and currently working on my master's in nursing education track.
Yeah.
And that's about it about myself. And I love empowering women. I love people. I love serving. That's why I'm here. I just love serving the community.
Yeah, that's the reason we are here. For those who doesn't know, I'm gonna tell like a really short story. When I came here almost about 17 years ago, I was going to school in Manhattan, Kansas, and I happened to go to Kansas State. I did not know nobody there. My cousin used to live in Seattle. They called Dr. Monica. She was not married then. It's a long time ago. And the first person that I met here in the United States about almost 17 years ago is Dr. Monica Kangethe. She got me, she received me very well, she fed me, she took me to places. So she has a very special place in my heart. And that's why I tell people, you have to be nice to people because you never know where you're going to meet them. So she was very, very nice to me. And I'm glad to have you here, Dr. Pastor Monica Kangethe. For those who are joining me today, we're going to talk about the Queen's Night. We're also going to talk about Dr. Monica Kangethe. She has another foundation she just formed called Destined to Thrive. It's based in Kenya. She's going to tell us about that. She's also a singer. For those who doesn't know, she sings. She's also a pastor, as you have heard, and she's also a nurse in Kansas City in assisted living. Dr. Pastor Monica Kangethe, you are the founder, not the founder, you are the vision carrier. The founder of the Queen's Night is Dr. Joanne Wairimo in Kenya. Can you tell us why they formed the Queen's Night in United States?
Yes, thank you very much. You know, I have a passion for women, and Pastor Joanne Wairimo is the founder of Queen's Ministry in Kenya. And she happened to come to the United States, and she shared the vision with me. And at the time, she said, I'm going back to Kenya. I cannot do it here because I'm not based in America. And I want you to take over the leadership of Queen's Ministry. So it was just like a baby left to me, so I can take care of it. And from there on, we held our first Queen's Night in Kansas in 2010. And the message that Pastor Joanne had was to loosen women from different things that were holding them back. And she shared that vision with me. And so Queen's Ministry basically is to empower women spiritually first, to give them a connection with God, physically, emotionally, and financially. So it encompasses all areas of life. And so that's how we started Queen's Ministry USA, when she shared the vision and left for Kenya. So
that's good. So you're the vision carrier for the Queen's Night Ministry in United States. Being the president of the Queen's Night, how has it been to be the president of this very powerful, women empowerment movement in the United States? How has it been?
It's been wonderful, very wonderful. And for 7 years, I've been the president. And because it started small, we have seen referrals, people come and experience the powerful time that we've had together, and they go and ask me, how can I have such an event in my state? And we have started several in different states of in America, and so far we have had 18 states having Queen's chapters. And as the president, it has given me a sense of fulfillment, seeing women come out and their self-esteem going up. And when I have attended, I have met very powerful women people didn't even know. And it gives me joy when people who are in our communities come out and exercise their gifts. I have laughed with some, I have cried with some, and I have come to embrace women more so without judging them on their face value. Many women have added value in my life. I have added value in their lives, and they have had a stage of connection. You know, when they come, they feel energized, they feel motivated, and they go home so empowered. And that has really given me a sense of fulfillment, and seeing gifts coming out. You know, some people just need a stage to come and exercise their gift. There are women rich in gifts, and I've seen that come out as a president.
Oh, that's good. And as of right now, you're not the president. You're the president emeritus. Are you still involved in the Queen's Night ministry, being the emeritus? If you can tell the viewers about that, please.
Oh, yes. Even if I'm not the president, I am still a queen, one of them, and I am so involved. I interact very well with the current president, Dr. Catherine Franklin, based there in Dallas. And we talk a lot about things that are going on, how we need to build more, more Queen's Nights, how we need to enhance those that we already have in place, and how we can move forward. And also talking to the chapter's leaders, encouraging them, praying for them. It is quite some work. Even if I'm not the current president, I am always there for them for support and for anything they may want me to help with.
Yeah, and just to stress about that, the Queen's Night is just open to the public. Anybody who wanna feel like they're being wanna be empowered, they can come to this ministry and get empowered. So each and every year you have a different theme, right?
Yes.
Like, okay, can you tell us about that, the themes you guys have each and every year? And what motivates you to have these different themes? Because last year, maybe this year, the themes are different. If you can talk about that.
Yes. Every chapter has its own group of people. Like in Kansas, we start organizing for our event, and then we pray for God to direct us for the theme that we think that women need to be addressed on, and that's based from chapter to chapter. So for us this year in Kansas, for example, it was talking about women purpose, the purpose that God has given every woman to fulfill. Every other chapter has its own theme, and normally we pray. We also bring all themes on the table and discuss and pick on one.
Oh, that's good. And are the meetings annual, 6 months? How do you guys organize the meetings for the Queen's Night? If you can tell the viewers, like if Kansas City, in Dallas, yes. How often do you guys do them?
Yeah, they are annual. It's an annual event where women come together to empower each other, and they are spread out throughout the year. Every state has its own month. For example, in Kansas, we normally hold it in September. In Dallas, it's around March and April. In Boston, it's always September, the first weekend. In Seattle, every chapter has its own month, and they are all spread out from January to December, so that they are not all locked up in one month, because it's also very tough as a president, going to all of them when they are really close together.
Oh, okay. And you say so far you have like 18 chapters. That means it's like 18 states, right?
Yes, you're correct.
So are you doing anything to kind of pass the message across to other states which doesn't have a Queen's Night to get on board and join on these women movement? Are you doing some of the things to help with that too?
Yes, we do. And what we are doing is that when people attend a Queen's Night, we invite other people from close states, neighboring states, And the best thing is when they experience the event and the move of God, they're like, oh, I would love to plan a Queen's event in my state too. And so what we do is that we connect with the people who are willing, because it's voluntary. Nobody gets paid for this. It's voluntary. So we want people who are really willing to take the challenge of planning this event. And so when they reach out to us, we help them to plan and organize. Because we have experienced all these 7 years, we have seen things that have failed, things that have succeeded. So we just mentor the people who are willing to step up. So if you are out there and you would love to have a Queen's Night event come to your city, just reach out to me, reach out to Dr. Catherine Franklin in Dallas. You can inbox her, and we are all there to see you succeed.
Oh, that's very wonderful. So far during this Queen's Night event, which are some of the people who have come to talk to you? Anybody you want to come and inspire women there? Like anybody you think of to come and inspire the women, you haven't reached to them, but you would like them to come and talk to the women. Who is it?
You know,
if you can think of anybody. Mm-hmm.
Yes, let me tell you, and everyone who is listening and watching, that every woman has a story. And every woman can empower every other woman with their experiences. And so we do not have a painted picture of these are the only people who can speak to women. Every woman can speak on based on what they have gone through, what they have learned, and people they have interacted with. And so what I believe is that when we bring the gift of a woman, I like to empower women who are out there. So if you are really gifted in the area of mental health that is really bothering our community, you are the person we need to come out and speak to our women. If you are very well conversant with finances and how to build wealth, you are the person we are looking for. If you have gone through abuse, you are very well experienced. You can come out and teach other women on how to observe and evade these domestic violences and abuse. You are welcome. Everyone deserves a stage to come and exercise their gift and to tell their stories. Because I have a pastor friend who always says that we ride on the wings of our stories. We can ride on the wings of every woman's story that can empower women, can change their lives, can elevate their self-esteem, and just bring them out from where they're hiding with their things that they are going through. So if you're out there and you have something that can empower women, please do come.
Okay, that's good. So the women watching here, you have heard it. And I've seen Mayor Elizabeth Kangethe. She came to one of the Queen's Night from UK to Seattle. Was it like 2-3 years ago? Because I saw her. Was she there? Do you remember that? Or
I do remember that. I think it's 3 years ago.
Oh, okay, that's good. The other thing we're going to talk about here, Dr. Monica, many people doesn't know you're actually a singer. There's 2 songs that I was able to find on YouTube. If we can play this music, then we can talk about it. If you, I can play this music here. I think the one you did about, was it last year? I think it's last year. Let's listen to this for about 2 minutes, then we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
Listen to this song by Pastor Monica Kangethe here. Hang on there, guys. I think I'm having some. Hang on. Okay, let me just repeat it because I think I was just playing 2 music there at the same time.
Okay.
Let me repeat it. Okay. That's a song by Dr. Monica Kangethe. Orori wari amemoyo niye kireda hoteka. Shagere hagere rani gane. Orori wari amemoyo niye kireda hoteka. Niye kireda hoteka. Niye kireda hoteka. For those who are joining me, this is a song by Dr. Monica Kangethe. You can see the video here. That's a very powerful song, Dr. Monica. Can you tell us what is about the song? What's the theme about the song? What's the message?
Well, the message of the song is because of an experience that I had in life, that because of the hope that we have in God, we cannot be defeated. So we go down the valleys, up the hills. The Lord will always see you through. So do not give up. If it were not for the Lord, I would have given up. And so the song is giving people hope who are going through different situations in life. And so it's an encouragement, because I went through a very, very tough situation in life, and I saw God go with me. You know, the Bible says in Psalms 23 that he will walk, even if you walk through the valley of darkness of fire, he will always be with you. So basically, that's a song of hope.
Wow, that's a very powerful message. And I can see the song was, you did it at University of Kansas, KU Hospital. Yes. And I used to work there at my junior year as a respiratory therapist. So I remember the place very well. So that's good. And keep up the good work. And are we expecting to see more songs from you, Dr. Monica?
Yes, I have. That's a challenge you're giving me because I've had songs in my mind, in my book, in my phone. I record all the time, but you always, pray for the right time to come, and I'm working on that. Yes.
Yeah, and somebody's asking here, what's the name of the song? The name of the song is Gusha, right?
Yes, Gusha.
Okay.
If.
Yeah. Oh, Gusha is. I didn't even know that. You're going way deep.
I know.
Because I was like, what is Gusha? Because I was like, okay, yeah, but yeah, the song is If, Gusha. If you know that deep Kikuyu, Gusha, that's there you have it. So let's talk about the foundation that you just founded in Kenya. Can you tell us what it is and what's the mission statement for this foundation you just founded?
Yes. The ministry that I recently founded is called Destined to Thrive. Destined to Thrive is a ministry for young girls ages 13 to 25. Let me give you the reason why I started this ministry. Early this year, I took my children to Omaha, Nebraska Zoo. And in the evening, one of the evenings, we went to Starbucks. And in that Starbucks, I was reading social media, and I read this story about this Maasai guy, who was venting on social media that every time he comes home, he finds the wife playing outside with kids. And the story went on to say that the wife was 8 years old. When I read that the wife was 8 years old, something just struck me, and I felt like some pain come from my stomach, and I shared with my husband and told him, this cannot happen in Kenya. This cannot happen. An 8-year-old should be in school, not being someone's wife. And so I told, as I was thinking about this deeply, I felt compelled and impressed in my heart to reach out to my girls in the village that I grew up in. To give you a short history, I was born in a place called Dogoto, in a village called Kiambori. Kiambori, if yeah. And Kiambori is a place where people have challenged with with everything. Even affording basics is a problem. And so we were disadvantaged in so many things. We spent so many nights without food. Going to school was just a miracle. And I felt impressed in my heart to reach out to the young girls, because I know when I was growing up, I didn't have when I was growing up in those very early ages, I didn't have mentors. But later, I thank God I did when I started going to church. But I took my mind back to Kenya, and I said, I will do it. And I shared with my husband there at the Starbucks, and I told him, I feel like we need to start a ministry, and we need to call it Destined to Thrive. And thereon, we started thinking about it. And I called my friends in Kenya. First of all, I called the pastors in my community in Dogoto, and I told them what I had felt in my heart. And they said, most of them said, wow, we have never thought about our children, our girls. It's amazing you're thinking about us, and we are here. We are going to support it. And I told them we need to act really quick and put an event and see what God is doing in the girls' lives. And that is when I shared with my ladies who were always my mentors when I was growing up, Margaret Jedida and Mary Wamoge. They all came together, and we started planning for the event, which was held in August the 19th. And to my surprise, we advertised it in churches and in schools. So when they closed schools, the schools come August 19th, the girls came in big numbers. We were preparing and settling for 300. They came close to 700. 700 wow. girls stand up. And they were preached to, they were given gifts, we printed t-shirts for them, and I sent a clip encouraging them that I was one of you, and I know because I lived there, I was brought up there, so there is hope. And at the end of the event, 50 of them gave their lives to Jesus Christ and reconnected with Jesus. And we want to do great things with the girls and bring hope to them.
Wow. May God bless you, because I have a daughter. She just turned 8-year-old. She's still my baby. I can't even fathom like an 8-year-old being somebody's wife. That's crazy. And did you ever follow up with this story, or you never heard about it again, about these men? Or did you ever follow about what happened?
No, I did not. I never followed it. I always say, maybe I read it just for this, just for God to birth something, and then I move on. Maybe it was a way or a channel for God to just help me birth this ministry.
Yeah, I can tell you, you're breaking barriers, Dr. Monica, and may God bless you for this wonderful foundation. And any other things you're looking to do on this foundation in future, other than empowering? Are you looking maybe to get the funds, maybe to take some of these kids to school, or maybe help them to get like the basic need they need? What are the things, the future goals that you might have for this foundation?
Yes, we are really looking into doing things with these girls. First of all, I forgot to say that the vision or the mission statement is to unfold the beauty of every girl and to ensure that every girl is moving towards a deep relationship with Jesus Christ, and to make sure that they thrive in their purposes and to believe in themselves and to know that they can be what they have aspired to do. And we seek a future where girls and leaders, through mentoring and discipleship, they form lasting and life-changing relationships, changing their lives and impacting families, communities, and in the entire nation, thus changing the world. So what we are looking into is monthly meetings to mentor all the girls, because they really need to be mentored. What I have come to realize is that there are all these women groups that are coming up, to mentor women and to empower them. But that age group between 13 and 25, so they can join the women groups, is not really catered for. And I realized that they need mentorship. They are going through a lot. They are going through self-esteem issues, bullying, not believing in themselves, beauty, looking down on themselves. So they need to be enhanced and be encouraged so that when they join these other women organizations, they will be established. And so we are having monthly meetings to mentor them, and we have an annual Destined to Thrive event to celebrate the achievements in academics. We are going to be holding events to celebrate the academics, when they finish their schools in standard 8 or Form 4 or colleges, whatever they do, we want to bring them back and celebrate them and show them they have really gone a milestone and a job well done. And also, we want to have a Destined to Thrive educational fund, because most of them really are not able to afford even school fees, shoes, clothes, or whatever, the basics. We want to help in that. We also want to do a computer school, to start a computer school, so that with the current world, every girl has to be computer literate, at least. So I am working with very good friends, even here in Kansas City and back in Kenya, so where we can have a computer school and, train them in computers, and also have community work. We are putting them together in groups where they can go and volunteer, because volunteering exposes them to different things in hospitals, in churches, in different organizations, where they can showcase their talents and using their time. You never know where they will go with volunteering.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's very true. We have so many women's group, but I think that age group has been being kind of forgotten between like the teenage girls. And I'm so glad you came up with that initiative for these great. Any ways we can get involved in this great mission to help these young ladies empowerment? How can we help?
Yes, indeed, we really need help from all our friends, from everybody listening and watching, because when I believe that when God gives you a vision, He will provide. So we are looking for people to help us with anything, even if it's computers or finances. You can reach out to us. We have a Facebook page, and you can inbox me, Dr. Monica Kangethe, and we will direct you on how to help. You can even ship things from your state directly to Kenya to help these girls. So just reach out to me. Our website is in progress, and we will appreciate any kind of help, even if it's clothes, money, whatever you have. We know it's gonna be really appreciated.
Yeah, so if you want to help this foundation by Dr. Monica Kangethe, is called Destined to Thrive in Kenya. And as have you heard, some girls are getting married as young as 8 years old. That's crazy. So everybody has to get on board, all hands on deck. We have to help this foundation. And there you have it, the website. As soon as she get it, we will update you on that. And did you talk about the event you're having on December 2nd? If you can tell the viewers about that.
Oh, yes. After the event that was held in August 19, we realized that there is a lot of things that we need to do, especially follow-up to the girls that came. The 700 girls that came, most of them have been going through very tough challenges in their lives. The parents are reaching out to the leadership every day. They stop them on the road everywhere. They call them. They say, please, when are you having something else? My daughter is going through this and that. And we realize that we need to act quick and have mentorship classes and mentorship time sessions where the girls are going to be mentored. So we organized a talent night, Destined to Thrive talent night on December 2nd. And it's going to be at Semesia University is in Karen. The good news is there is a professor that lectures there really has embraced the vision. And when she shared with the leadership or with administration, the Destined to Thrive was given the venue free. So the girls will go there and spend the whole night free of charge. And we have gotten speakers to go and talk to them. They will be divided in age groups because the event they had on the 19th was not enough time to speak to them in different groups. So they will be divided into age groups, and they will be talked to. They will ask questions. They will showcase their talents. And I believe with that, God will help so many girls who are going through different situations.
Wow, that's deep. And we'll do the best we can to help this foundation, Dr. Monica. The other thing I was going to talk about to you is about you being the president of the Queen's Night USA. This is huge women empowering movement. Can you tell us some of the challenges you have faced so far, being the leader of such a big community? If you can tell us about that.
Yes, let me say that leading people is not easy. There is no leadership role that comes easy. It requires sacrifice. It requires a lot of prayer. I have seen the challenge of moving around in the whole United States, attending these events. It requires finances, and
It does.
that's an area that has really been a challenge. And people may think because of the glamour they have seen on Facebook that there's a lot of money in Queen's ministry. But what happens is people make it look very beautiful because they come dressed very well. We are in a hotel and they pay like $50 to enter for the tickets, and that caters for the dinner. And so one of the challenges has really been financial. uh, Basically depending on the tickets and people who are coming is never enough, so we are calling people to come and sponsoring such an event. When you put your money into these people's lives, the women's lives, it's never going to drain. It's impacting somebody's life. So one of the big issues is financial. And another one is, just breaking through in cities. And when a Queen's Night starts, there are so many discouragements and challenges from people who are not dreaming the same. And the way I have seen working is just to be focused on our mission and moving on. And through that, we have seen ministers of gospel in the cities that we have been, encourage us and join us in this movement. And we have been blessed in that way so far.
Yeah, and I can, say about the challenges, like about, when you start something, somebody else want to start something else,
Yes.
maybe a replica of that. Struggle is real, people, and people, they're not always happy for you. So keep dreaming. If you have a dream, keep dreaming, keep pushing your dream. Don't let anybody stop you. And we're very proud you being able to empower the women United States at large. So kudos to you, Dr. Monica. So any successes so far?
Yes. Let me tell you, every woman who has come to Queen's Night have gone home very empowered and happy and believing in themselves. In the Queen's Night, we have awarded women who have gone above and beyond. And it's always a surprise when we award them. People who have gone through tough moments in life have been awarded. People in academic, people who have done great things in the community have been awarded in the area of hospitality, in the area of education. And I have seen women really encouraged. When you get honored, you feel good. And we have seen women smile. We put a smile on women when they go home. They're like, wow, you mean people have seen what I do in the community? And that has made a difference. Another thing is that women come and they go back home healed. The healing that takes place in Queen's Night is great. One time I attended a Queen's Night in Los Angeles. We always get a queen of the night and crown them. So in Los Angeles, the queen of the night was almost a 90-year-old lady.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm telling you, when she was being crowned, she cried and confessed of how now in life she has felt like she's a queen. And she gave a testimony of how she got abused in her career times. And she was like, you have made me feel like I have healed. My heart has healed because of the things that I went through. I was abused at this age. I went through this at this age. And now today, I realized that I am a queen. In Kansas City, last month, we crowned an old lady who was the oldest in the group in our Queen's event. And she went home so encouraged. You could have seen the joy, reviving that girl in her heart. She remembered, those times that she was thriving and, encouraged, and those times that he was strong, encouraging women. So when they go home, they're like, yeah, I am important. I'm valued. And those are some of the successes, touching lives one by one.
Oh, that's good. There are people, you have it. The other thing I was gonna play, the song that you did, Hakuna Mungu Kama Wewe, and then you're gonna talk about your ministry at the church, because you are the pastor of the gospel outreach together with your husband, Pastor Ben Kangethe. So let's play this song about maybe a minute or less than a minute.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna talk about the ministry in your church. Here is a song by Dr. Monica Kangethe. It's called Hakuna Mungu Kama Wewe. Let me put some volume here, and we can hear the music.
There's no one like Jesus. There's no one.
And that's the song right there. Yeah, that's a song by Dr. Monica Kangethe. People here, they're saying they didn't even know that you sing. You need to promote this music, to promote it. You need people to watch, do a launch, do some more music and do a launch of a CD. We'll come and support you. So that's pretty good, and you have a good voice there.
Thank you.
So let's talk about your ministry. You are a pastor at the church together with Pastor Ben Kangethe. Any ministries you're involved in your church?
Yes. My ministry is called Gospel Outreach Center. It's a church here in Lenexa, Kansas. And my husband is the senior pastor, and I help him with different things. I'm very involved in the praise and worship, because worship is my thing, and I feel that that's my gift. And we have a worship pastor, Pastor Evans Kamuru. He is the one I work under when I'm in the praise and worship, and also in the women's ministry. I support the leadership I support the leadership of the women. We do have meetings with the women. We have keshas, overnights, overnight prayers. We have visits to different women who are going through different things, celebrating the birth of children, you know, and having breakfasts with our members and just having a good time together, because my church is a family. We know that we are a family, and we encourage each other to know everybody in church, and so we visit each other. And we are really blessed. We are growing. We have a room for growth, and we are doing very well here in Kansas, I must say.
Okay, that's very good. And what time is the service if somebody want to come to Kansas City and go to your church? Is
Oh
every
yeah,
Sunday? What time?
definitely. We would love visitors. We love people. We love visitors, and our service starts from 10 to 12. We start on time. 10 we are starting, and 12 we are ending. So we do have the service on Sundays. We have Bible studies on Wednesdays at 7 to 8 p.m. We have prayer.
Look, she froze there.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah. Somebody's calling. Yeah, trying to call you, right?
Someone was trying to call me.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we have those different times that we have different things going on. So anyone who stops by Kansas, you're welcome to Gospel Outreach Center. That is where I fellowship.
That's good. There you have it. Tonight, for those who joined late in the broadcast, I was hosting Dr. Monica Kangethe. She is a pastor. She's based in Kansas City. She's also the former president and president emeritus of Queen's Night, USA. She mentored many women. She's also the founder of Destined to Thrive, is a foundation she started in Kenya recently. So, Dr. Monica Kangethe, it was nice having you. I cannot thank you enough. I enjoyed this broadcast, and I hope you, when you have like some great news about the Destined to Thrive, you can be able to share, come back and share that with us. So we're looking up for you. And everybody who joined this broadcast, I thank you so much. So for now, we're gonna leave it there. And thank you for joining the Prudentials. Thank you. And say hi to Pastor Ben.
I sure will. Thanks for having us and for having me tonight. Okay. It's my pleasure. God bless you. Yes.
All righty. I enjoyed the broadcast. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody, good night.
Bye.
Thank you. All right. Love you guys.